This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon, ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman, won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and a Pac-12 championship, 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week, was the MVP of the game, but I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
What's up, man?
Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? But that's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
You gotta be kidding me.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert just beat the play clock. Shifts past him at the 45 for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the delay, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Wait, 20! They're going to need some therapy after this.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. From the 39, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now a play fake, Brady. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What's he talking about, man?
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hill, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him, because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Herbert back to the air. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's a toss. Kelly going left, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
Brady now on 1st down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. To throw is Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Oh, man.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up enough.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, that's caught by Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good catch and a good pickup for a 1st down for Ronald Jones. And he's got to be thinking to himself, can I be the James White of Tampa Bay? Remember, White played such a big role for Tom Brady in New England. Can Ronald Jones now be that guy? Only 30 catches a year ago, but he could easily double that number with Tom Brady throwing him the football out of the backfield.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Come on. Line 52, line 52. Ain't no such thing.
Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Joe Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. It's Hill, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert caught by Allen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. play. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, 56 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They find themselves trailing on the scoreboard, but it certainly hasn't been because of what they've been able to do at the receiver position.
And let's face it, partner, we've been around a lot of receivers. Has it ever been their fault when things aren't going well? We know how they operate, right? And right now what they're saying is, well, guess what? If we want to win, throw it to us even more. We're the ones making the plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Mickens to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from, who else? Tom Brady. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Brady. This is Miller, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun. Brady, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent gain. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Third and 2, Herbert. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. A give to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here's Reed. A nice little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. And Allen's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Running on first down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. What's the run? Wait, 28.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Fighting through pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his man, it's Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 24-17. A minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
Shakes off the sack. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.